Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Soulful Soul. My name is Gladys, and this is your weekly pick a card reading. And today I'm using the Star card in honor of the new moon in Aquarius. And so your choices today will be from Group 1 from the Pride deck, Group 2 from the Osho Zen, Group 3 from the Goddess Tarot, Group 4 from the Intuitive Tarot of the Heart. I think that's what it's called, but I'll put the names in the description box. So make your choices, beloveds, and I hope this reading speaks to you, to your situation, and helps you in some way. If it does, please give me a like. Please share your comments of how it sat with you and what you got out of it. Okay, so you will see the cards on the other side. Bye. Welcome back, group 1. I'm doing you last, beloveds. And there's your beautiful star card from the Pride deck. Okay, so let's draw a card from here for you first. The Spirit Animal deck. This and that are true. So, Dolphin Spirit, this and that are true, and it's a 2, and it's like saying, look at things from different perspectives, I think. Well, that's what I'm seeing. Look at things from different perspectives. So beneath the deck, you have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe there's a bit of impatience going on here. Maybe you're feeling impatient about something. Maybe it feels like it's taking too long, whatever it is. So you have Death in reverse and the 10 of Swords. So they're almost saying the same thing. Like something that needs to end or is coming to an end is not yet ready to come to an end. It feels like something is ending or needs to end in order for you to have what you want, which is this stability and joy. But something needs to give, but it's not. Let's see why. Oh, I see 3 players, three people, lots of people. So we have the King of Pentacles, an earth sign, possibly, doesn't have to be, a Knight of Swords, air, King of Cups, water, and Queen of Wands, fire. So you've got all the elements here. I don't know if this is people. It could be. So earth signs, air signs, water, and fire. Let me see. So the King of Coins in the reverse can speak about your concerns about stability, financial stability. You know, it could be people playing out that there are 4 people in the situation. Someone that's generally more stable, someone that's more in their head, someone that's quite loving generally, and the one that's quite passionate. So if it's 4 people, you take it as the 4 people. But everyone except this Queen of Wands is upside down. Okay. So it's almost like these 3 players are not being honest, but the Queen of Wands is. this fire type energy is upright. These energies are reversed. Let's look at these as just as energies and not people as well. So it's like a feeling of a lack of stability, like abundance is not there. That's like maybe dishonesty or a lack of truth. Let's say lack of truth telling, that something's hidden, something's not being spoken that should be spoken, and love being hidden. That's what I'm seeing. I'll do it the other round, which I don't think I've done with the other two groups. Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands. Wow, look at this powerful energy. So what's waiting to happen is like passion. Something new, a new beginning is waiting to happen. Like, you know what I feel, and it can lead to so much happiness and joy for everyone involved, especially you. Like you becoming empress, you being full and pregnant and fertile and joyful. But something needs to change first, and it's here. Something needs to die, and it's this role here. These people almost feels like, or this energy of, it's like untruths. Like no one in this row is telling the truth, right? So there needs to be honesty, I feel. Okay, so the Death card in reverse, letting go. So the Death card in reverse, the King of Coins, and the Queen of Wands. So it's like maybe between these two people, I'm going to need to get clarifiers for this. There needs to be some kind of release between these two people. Someone's not being honest here, or not speaking out about the way they feel. Let's look at it as energy. So the need for an ending around financial matters, maybe the truth telling is around financial matters, that maybe this Queen of Fire is owed. And this can relate to masculine or feminine, however you identify, or however this energy fits for you. If you see yourself in there, maybe you are this passionate, direct, honest, out there person, but there's something around you that needs to be clarified, or there's something around you around finances, maybe that's holding you back from the stability, but I'm feeling this dishonesty here, or a lack of truth telling. So the energy of stability, of honesty, and of emotions, speaking, truth telling, money, finances. Sorry, beloveds, it's a confusing reading, but you know better. You will take from this what suits you. I'm seeing what the cards are telling me, and take that, take the advice from it, and take the truth from it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if I'm saying that there's something, these energies are wrong, you know what they are, like, okay. And then here the Ten of Swords and the Four of Swords and this Ace, this new beginning that wants to happen, Knight of Swords, Ten of Swords. So it's like there's a need for truth telling, but it's not happening. We've got the Ten of Swords here, like a betrayal. And maybe that betrayal happened in the past, but it needs to come out in the open. It needs to be spoken about. That's what I feel. And maybe that's what you want. in order for this new beginning. So it could be that a new beginning needs to happen in a relationship that's not finished, that's not over, in order for stability to happen. But that new beginning requires an acknowledgement of the betrayal and the speaking about it. And here with the Four of Wands, it's almost like there's a love somewhere. There's love that's not being shown, it's not being told. And there's this stability waiting to happen, that this thing can be fertile. So you take it as it works for you. There's potential, if this is a relationship that you believe in, that you believe has a chance to succeed, and that's quite a possibility here. There's a chance for a relationship to be renewed, but it needs truth telling first. That's the one scenario I'm seeing. And relationship doesn't have to be love, but I am seeing love. The other scenario I'm seeing is that there are players here. There are more than one player. 3 players are being dishonest, or 2 players with those energies. There's dishonesty. There's not someone not being able to show or not showing how they feel. There's financial worries. But it feels like these 3 players need to get their act together. Or these energies need to be dealt with by you in order to be able to have your new beginning. Telling truth, or getting people, confronting people about truth, dealing with the finances, and being honest about feelings. And this and that are true for me is saying, let's try and do this with no judgment. No judgments on yourself and no judgments on others. It's just like, and then you get the 9 of Wands. And in this, look at the fear there. It's like protecting yourself against unseen forces. This and that are true is about seeing both sides. Both sides. I've looked at life on both sides now, from up and down, but still somehow it's love's illusion inside. You can hear, I can't do that. I really don't know love at all. So, 9 of Wands. It's like confronting fears, beloveds. Look at you feeling trapped by fear. And yet, just stepping out of that fear, you have all the support you need, but you are feeling trapped by fear. You're wanting this 10 of Cups, but you can't see it right now. And I think it's because something, the spilt milk, needs to be let go of. So there's potential for this 10 of Cups, which is this happy families. Wherever you are, you're not feeling happy, whether it's you want to go to somewhere else, to be with someone else, this 4 of Wands, or whether you feel that 4 of Wands is with your current partner. You're feeling kind of trapped, and you're feeling trapped because that's what you're wishing for, but you are not dealing with the spilt milk. That's what I feel. I feel in this reading, it's you not dealing with the spilt milk, with it, which is honest communication about betrayals. Someone hurt you, confronting them, getting them to speak, or walking away if they don't want to. If someone loves you and they're not saying it, saying, okay, put your money where your mouth is. If it's a divorce and you're worried about money, dealing with those things, confronting them with confidence as the Queen of Wands, so that you can move to your new beginning and start being the Empress. The Empress is abundant, creative. She's comfortable with her womanliness, and if you don't identify as woman or feminine, it's about that nurturing quality. It's about that being creative. It's about building beautiful things. I see the bee, how industrious. Look at it's full of nature. It's full of all the richness and abundance of nature. So it's like that's what's calling to you, and also calling to you with the 10 of Cups, even though it's in reverse. But you're so full of fear, and there's so many things, all these barriers need to come down. And those barriers are about truth-telling, about clarifying finances, about emotions being shared and told and opened up. It's like, it could be someone who loves you and that's not saying it, or you love someone and are not saying it. It's somehow that needs to come out. And with the swords, the truth-telling could be this, and the truth-telling could be about that, and the truth-telling could be about betrayals. But somehow Spirit is guiding you. I'm going to get advice cards now to be the Queen of Wands, and you have the power to make these things happen, whether it's through confronting people or challenging yourself. You know what I'm going to do? Sorry, let me just get a clarifier. I'm going to get one card each for these 4 players. Okay, and then we can do advice and end. King of Coins, King of Pentacles, Chariot in reverse, the Knight of Swords, and the King of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so King of Coins, I feel like there's a blockage of moving forward because of finances. That's the biggest thing that I'm seeing, or someone holding on to finances. The Knight of Swords, I feel maybe maybe the Knight of Swords needs to talk truths about money, about financial fairness, because the 7 of Pentacles is all you've built, you've worked on. So if this is a relationship that is parting ways, you need to speak truths about what you feel is fair. And the King of Cups, well, it looks to me like the King of Cups needs to, if there's been, it feels like multiple partners, maybe just opening up about that, being honest about it, right? I think that this reading is calling for honesty for your sake and for your sake, you know, whoever you are. And the honesty can be about asking for honesty about this, or giving honesty about this if there's been affairs or whatever, or about money, about fairness. The King of Cups to me feels like the one that needs to speak out, to be honest about this. That's what I feel. And then the Queen of Coins, the Queen of Wands, maybe needs to, this is the card of, look at that, hoarding. Maybe the Queen of Wands, it seems like the Queen of Wands is the one whose head is on upright. I mean, it doesn't mean other people are not upright people. It just means right now in this situation, they might not be acting in their full power. Queen of Wands is, and the Queen of Wands is being asked, let me think about this, maybe to open up the conversations. If you're the Queen of Wands, you're being asked to open up the conversations, especially the ones about money. It feels a lot like about money. Most of it is about money, but there's also this, you know, this could even be the King of Cups needing to be honest about their feelings, truthful. But there's this need to be honest about financial matters mainly, but also about emotions with the Two of Cups there as well. Yeah. Okay, beloveds, let me just quickly do an advice. What do you need to do? There's the World card, completion. You need to bring something to a completion. Then let's see how. What is the advice? Let's see. Well, I think that, okay, we'll get there. There's the Queen of Wands again and the King of Cups. Okay, I'm going to take these, right? It could be that the people involved are a fire sign and a water sign, and they need to be completing something in a positive way, you know, like, and that completing can be speaking truth so that people can move forward together, or it can be speaking truth so that they can move forward separately, you know, and both partners are being asked, guided to go within to find the answers. And you, beloved, you need to just keep going within, standing in your power. I think that this, what you're being asked to, these are your balancing powers, is emotion with passion, is knowing when to put barriers up, knowing when to offer love, and when to put barriers up, knowing when to stand in your ground about something, and when to show passion, when to be passionate, whether it's towards someone or about something. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, group one. It's a bit of mixed bag, but it comes back to that this and that are true. So you know which energies work for you, and I'm trusting that you will act accordingly. So group one, I've offered everyone else, if you need to talk, please reach out. I'm going to be offering readings on the donation basis, and I don't care how small that donation is. I know that people are struggling. I love doing the readings, but I feel there needs to be this, I also need to get income from them, no matter how small. What I'm saying is that what I'm guided to, until further notice, offer the readings on a donation basis, because if you need to and you're not reaching out, either because I'm not charging or because you feel you can't afford it, that's the offer. Okay. The other thing is there's some friends who have been asking me to charge and stuff like that. So what I am going to be, I found out that Facebook has you can get gift vouchers. So for those who can afford a gift voucher for a friend or whatever, I know you've asked me, you know, you want to show support, and thank you so much for that. And I really, really, really appreciate your love and support, friends. So those are the offers out there. If you're needing to talk and you're going through a hard time, I'm here. Also, if you're needing to talk to someone else, reach out. Okay? We all need each other. Okay, beloved group one, if you like this, please give a like, please share, please subscribe if you haven't, and I'll chat with you again soon. Bye. Welcome back, group two. I'm doing you all in reverse. Let's first get your card. Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. So maybe you're needing to trust in abundance. And you chose this absolutely gorgeous card from the Osho Zen Silence. That's the star card. It is gorgeous. Let's see. The Chariot. your star card in reverse, the Rebel, which is the Emperor, stress, and beneath the deck you have the Ace of Wands. So maybe some new beginning wanting to come in. Let me just have a look. I feel like there's a lot of mind stuff going on here with you. The Chariot, and in this one it says awareness. Stars in reverse. And let's just look. You have, oh, okay. Firstly, let's look at this. At the center of your reading, you have the completion card. This is the World card. So something successfully completed. And perhaps you're going through to a new phase and you are feeling a little bit unsure because you've wrapped something up now. Maybe you've ended a relationship, or maybe you're about to, but something is wrapping up and you might not even see that it's constructive here because you've all these mind games still going on in your head, I think. But it looks like you are moving forward now. You're moving forward with awareness. That's the Chariot. The Chariot's powerful. It's being able to move forward with balance, being able to keep the tension of the two horses as you move forward. And that's a balancing act. It's sometimes not easy. But somehow you feel like maybe you're feeling a lack of hope, and yet you've done something big, I think. I think that you are moving away from something that maybe felt oppressive. I don't know. You know, you have this stress card, which is standing up for yourself, and you have it in the reverse. So perhaps, and that's a 7 and that's a 7, maybe you are moving away from the stressful situation to something that is more fulfilling for you. You do have the King of Swords in reverse. So like I said, it might be that you are that you are feeling very unsure about it in your mind. So your heart might know that you've done the right thing, but your mind is still catching up. So you've maybe the caution is to not get stuck in your head. Look at that king. It's causing themselves their own stress because they're stuck in their head, not trusting this process that's unfolded. But in the meantime, what has happened within this process is that you've become more inward looking. You're becoming more spirit led. You know, the high priestess gives us the information we are ready to receive, and it feels like you have been listening to your inner voice, or you've been trying to build that inner voice so that you are able to go in and be guided by your inner wisdom, your higher self, the people that your guides towards your inner wisdom. And perhaps it's not easy all the time because something feels like it was painful with the 9 of Swords there. And this is the Page of Swords. You know, the Page of Swords can be two-minded. In this one, it's like you're playing mind games on yourself. So it's like such a mixed bag here, group one. Like there's this new beginning that wants to happen with the Ace of Wands. But, and in a way it's happening, whether you like it or not. You are tying up something, but you're keeping yourself stuck with looking at the past, being stuck in the pain, staying stuck in your mind and playing mind games. Very interesting. Group two. Now, it looks like it's been a bit tough for you, but Look at you emerging as the Four of Wands, as the Emperor there, like having your fire, seeing your fire, breaking free from the chains. Whatever these restrictions have been, beloveds, you get the Strength card in the reverse. Oh, the Tower in reverse. And the Five of Swords in the upright. Let's see, let's look at that. Okay. So I feel like you're a bit afraid and you're not seeing your ability to manage this process, this change. You're not seeing your fire, you're not seeing your strength. And there's a little bit of maybe wishing this tower wasn't falling. And yet it needs to happen. This tower needs to come down. You know what I'm seeing, group 2? It's like your spirit is moving you forward, your heart, your soul is moving you forward, and your head is keeping yourself stuck in mind games. You might be saying things like, I'm not good enough. You might be looking at the past and only at the sorrow. You might be dithering, going backwards and forward. Can I, can't I? You could be saying things. You could be playing mind games with yourself and with others or another. I feel this might be a relationship. So it's like something wants to move forward, something wants to be torn down. You're not trusting this process that is unfolding. And it is, it's going, it's happening. And I think that your advice is to see this in yourself, that this, whatever's going on, is giving you freedom that you need. It's giving you the freedom that you need and the possibility of a new beginning. It's like, deal with the feeling now, beloved. Let it go now. You know, you don't have to hold on to the pain anymore. I feel like you've done a lot of work. This is the advice cards. Yeah. I'm not surprised that that's come up. Oops. There's a new beginning card that wants to show, but I'm just going to take these three, right? And there, the abundant universe will provide. Perhaps you're really afraid of this change and you're not trusting in the universe. And your answer is in seeking the counsel within. I know this is the Four of Cups. And often the Four of Cups comes as a reminder that there's an offer being offered, something being offered from spirit that you're not seeing. And I think what it's saying here is the offer is to go within, is to take that time out for silence, because that's where your healing comes. Three of Swords is telling me that there's been deep pain. You know, it might even be past pain that you're dealing with, beloved. Really. So be gentle on yourself. So I've been saying to people who are listening, please reach out to me if you need to talk. I'm going to be doing my readings on a donation basis. So whatever you can afford is fine. I'm not saying a minimum, or you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't want anyone to feel like excluded, but in a way I have to charge as well something, whatever is affordable. But I'm here if you need to unpack these things. And you know what? I do my readings with so much love. I'm not saying I'm the most loving person. What I'm saying is I bring my love into the reading and I will listen to you so that you can find your way through the reading, you know. So if you need that, please call on me. If it's someone else you need, call on that person. If you need to speak to a priest or whatever. But you are being called on to heal, because your journey is taking you somewhere. It's whatever this feels like, that this completion that's coming, it's meant to come. It's meant to be there. And it's there. Even if it looks painful, you're being guided there. And I think your advice is to go within and let that be your eagle eyes. Let your meditation help you to be this night. And what I see in this night is the eagle eye, so that sharp intellect, being able to see things from a higher perspective in order to do the acting, to take those steps that you are guided to take. Okay. So I think you need to trust, beloved, really. Trust in yourself, trust in people around you, people that have your best interests at heart. Trust in this process. Trust that your guides, your ancestors, your beloveds are guiding you on this path to your freedom. Very, very profound readings, all three so far. I started from 4, and now I've got to you, 1 more. Okay, beloved, please tell me how that sat with you. I'd love feedback, whether it's privately or on YouTube. I would really love to hear how this worked for you. And please reach out if you need support, whether it's to me or someone else. If you need support, and I see that there with the 3 of Swords. Okay, I'm going to leave it now, beloveds, and send you lots and lots of love, and I hope your week ahead is wonderful, and that you're healing, that you are held while you're doing this healing. Okay, group 2, send you lots of love. Bye. Welcome back, group 3. You chose the Goddess Tarot. I think that's what it's called. For the full name, I think so. Okay. Let's see. Just draw a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle. I think that one wants to come forward. Turkey Spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. What a lovely message. I love it there. Okay. And beneath the deck, you have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So it could be talking about clarity in a situation, or maybe that's one of the things that you are lacking clarity in a situation in the mind. And you get swords opening, but it might be to do with money or work situations with 4 coins there. It might even be love with the 2 cups, but I'm feeling mainly money. Let's look more closely, beloved. So you have the 10 of Swords in reverse. So almost like the ending of a really difficult period. It might have been some kind of betrayal that you felt. But the 6 of Swords is moving away from that. It's really moving to calmer water. And with the 8 of Cups, interesting. It's almost like the 8 of Cups is about moving away. It's detaching and letting go of something. So it could be that you're moving towards something that you thought you'd let go of. Could be work, could be love. We'll see as the reading goes on. So the 3 of Coins, the 8 of Coins, and the Queen of Coins in reverse. Wow. So I'm feeling that it's to do with work, and there's something positive. Maybe you're going towards something positive work-wise. So maybe there was betrayal, there's healing happening. You are moving yourself. Spirit is moving you to something maybe that didn't work in the past, but that seems like it's working now. It's possible you're moving away from a job to something more satisfying, another job that suits you better because it's about collaboration. And with the 8 of Coins there, it's work that you will love doing. Whatever it is, you'll be creative and almost passionate about it. That's what it looks like. With the Queen of Pentacles in reverse there, do you know, maybe the Queen of Pentacles is nurturing, steady, stable, grounded energy, and it's possible it will take time before you feel the grounding, you know, you're still moving in the water from one situation to the next. So maybe it will take time, but we can get we'll see as we unpack what comes out, right? With the 9 of Coins, the 6 of Cups, and this is the Tower. Huh. So, you know, it's so odd. You get this in the reverse. It could be two people. It could be somebody in your life. Perhaps you've had a falling out with the Queen of Coins, which could be an earth sign. It is possible that you've had a falling out. But whatever's happened, it looks to me like you're feeling this sense of independence and owning your power, you know, like whatever's happened, maybe this job offer, this betrayal, whatever, is giving you the sense of independence and freedom, which is beautiful. But I really feel we need to get it clarified for that. There's this feeling of something from the past, which I'm getting this feeling from this 8 of Cups, and the 6 of Cups is echoing there. It's like either nostalgia or you are moving to something away from a betrayal to something more suited for you, something more peaceful, but it might be something from the past. And some tower is going to fall. It feels like you're moving, although this says you're moving to something peaceful, but something has to first, some structure needs to come down first, or some structure is coming down. But let's look at these. So you have the 10 of Swords in the reverse, the 3 of Coins, and the 9 of Coins. So this betrayal, something is gone, something happened, and it served its purpose because it's moved you to the space where you are working more collaboratively with others. You know, this movement from something, this betrayal could be a whole work situation where everyone's shifted maybe because something broke down. Everyone's energy shifted and everyone learned from it, and now there's more collaboration. And it would be interesting to know what those things were that you learned, and perhaps it was learning how to work collaboratively and independently. So that's so interesting, and maybe that's what's been going on for you, for this collective. It feels like a collective. We have the 6 of Swords, that moving forward to something more. Really, you have 2 6s surrounding this 8, and the 8 of Coins is about that slow, steady building of something that you can be proud of, you know. And it feels like that's what's been happening. There might have been some hiccup, but that hiccup served to help everyone grow. And here you go, moving on to something really more beautiful, where soulmates can work together, and soulmates can be your workmates, you know. But something is working towards moving towards something more peaceful and harmonious there. 8 of Cups, this is the disconnect in a way. It's possible that this was the past energy, but not necessarily. It feels like, let me see. 8 of Cups, Queen of Coins, and the Tower. I think I'm going to have to call on my beauties here. The Spellcasters Tarot. I'm in love with them at the moment. I'm loving them. So 8 of Cups, Queen of Coins, something that needs to come to a close, or to come down. So perhaps awareness has come to this group of what needs to be let go of, or awareness has come to this group, things have been let go of. Perhaps this Queen of Coins energy has been challenged, or this is the thing that needs to come down. Let's think about the Queen of Coins. Earth signs in their negative, or what we think of earth signs: unstable, dogmatic, my way or the highway, bullying maybe. There has been this energy that needs to come down. And perhaps that's what this collective is starting to. And you know, this energy can be a collective energy here as well. Could be everyone was stuck in their own ways of being. And what you needed to do was to come to the space of knowing when to collaborate and when to have independence. It's very hard, I suppose, you know, especially in democratic structures where you consult to also allow the independence, how far and when is consultation necessary, and how far is the spirit of creativity allowed? You know, how does the group manage that? It's beautiful, though. It's a beautiful healing thing. But let me look at these cards here a little bit more. Okay, so that Eight of Cups, that walking away from behavior or from people, perhaps people will let go of. So the scenarios I'm seeing, either you are moving to another job that's more suited to you, or another situation that's more suited to you. I think it's work. It could be studies. Something didn't work, something felt like a betrayal or like a not a fit. You had to detach in order to move to that. There also needed to be this energy that was let go of, whether it was a human or an experience or a feeling or the collective energy. It might still be that is what needs to happen, and that's what I'm thinking, maybe because it's here, that the structure still needs to come down, but there's this potential for so much peace, and or it can also be so much growth has happened, and that's why this group or you or this partnership is able to see how to deal with this negative energy. And this had to happen for this to happen, for wishes to come true. All this had to happen so that this movement forward, this letting go, is in order for wish fulfillment to happen. The Eight of Cups were not enough. The Nine of Cups is the wishes coming through, and then the 10 of Cups just completes the picture, right? And this can still be independent energy, whatever. We have the Chariot in reverse here. So yes, it feels like something was holding back the movement forward here. Definitely. There wasn't balance. There hasn't been balance. But there's so much potential for it. And then with the Page of Coins here, which is, so there you go, you know, this structure needs to come down in order to start building a new solid structure made of stone. Maybe that one was made of wood, or even what is around here. There's wheat there, like really, the little wolf is gonna just blow it down. Yeah, and so you will there. Even though that's in the reverse, I feel like it's talking about that needing to come down so that a new beginning can happen. This one's a little, well, it's not confusing. For me, it's about, I've tried to read in a way that you can apply it. So many of you, some of you are students, some of you are lovers, maybe you're all those things. Some of you are concerned about love or studies or work or relationships of whatever kind. But you can then apply it in your situation. But that's the gist of it. But I want to get more clarifiers, 3 more for the whole reading. Oh, I'm reading you back to front, but group 4 got death, group 4 got the King of Cups, also as clarifiers. And you saw I shuffled, right? They got that as well in the reverse, and the Devil in reverse. And just remember, you also had the Ace of Swords. So Something needs clarity, beloved. Something needs clarity. You know, I see so much growth and the possibilities. You've done all this growing, but there's a situation here that still needs to be dealt with. So wish fulfillment might have come in that so much growth has happened. You've moved on to a detached space, and you've become more independent. You know how to collaborate and when to collaborate and when to do your own thing. You're working to create something beautiful. But there's this energy here that needs to be dealt with. You know, it's like it's not gone away yet. But it feels like it's being dealt with. You get the death card and you got that upright group 4 got it in the reverse. So that to me is telling me something's ending. This tower is coming down by hook or by crook. And I feel like you're ready for it. And that it's partly your making. Well done. Really, group 3. It's just so beautiful. And then you get the King of Cups, and you're moving towards, or you've become this emotionally stable person in this situation. You're becoming more mature. You're becoming able to speak your needs clearly and to look after your heart and put boundaries where you need to put boundaries. Like it's coming back to this, knowing when to put boundaries and knowing when to collaborate. That's what you're becoming, this beautiful King of Cups. And with the Justice card in reverse, maybe it will still for a while take time to right itself, but for me, it looks like you're on the right path. You're going in the right direction. And if this was not a collaborative thing, you know what? I believe you with me on this path, and you know what's right for you, what situation's right for you. And I know that it feels like so much growth on your part. Maybe the other parties didn't, maybe they did, but I feel your energy is that one of having grown so much. And maybe it will take time for things to right, but look at this, you get the Devil in reverse. So I'm going to call them a Capricorn. Damn you, Capricorn, giving us a bad rep, man. Okay, it might not be a Cappy. It could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It might not. Well, it's the Devil, right? So it's possible that there's a Capricorn that's been giving you a hard time. Not me, I promise you. I've got no blades out for anyone. But perhaps this Capricorn person or this earth sign or this person with these qualities is having to learn their lessons about power. And maybe you have been their teacher, you and the situation, you and your colleagues have been their teacher, but something is coming down. And I think it's the structure that's been built on power, man. And it could be even the structure itself. It could be the situation itself. Like I was saying, it might not even be a person, but the situation had that energy of negative devil energy, like bullying, power, people jostling for power, a democratic organization that's not been acting democratically, learning situation where there's power dynamics and people not being honest and all those negative things. I feel like that is what is coming down. That is what is changing. And I think that you've had a lot to do with that. And I think that's so lovely. So let us get advice cards. Give with gratitude and grace. 61. Balance, new beginnings. Knight of Wands. Eagle eyes. Okay, Wheel of Fortune is beneath, talking about a change. Let's see. I always put these in the upright. So Knight of Wands. Being willing to, I feel like the energies that are needed in the situation are fire, as well as air. So knowing when to act, it comes back to this, when to act and when to sit back, knowing when to be independent and when to collaborate. And you know, you had the King, did you get the King of Wands? No, it was the previous group. Okay, so this being sure of yourself, being confident, but also still being able to nurture the situation, because it seems like a worthy undertaking that's happening here. With the Moon card, I think that, you know, like we've had the, I think it's about knowing that it's about the cycles, like that things will take time. That was in the order. To right themselves, like something has to go through its process. But I feel like you're working towards clarity. It might not just come suddenly, but that's where you're moving towards more clarity, to a better work environment, whether it's a new one or rebuilding this old one. It does feel like this old one's being rebuilt. And even those people who behave devilishly, or even if the organization was built on devilish foundations, it's now moving to something different, but it will take time. And I feel like you are being called to be eagle eyes. So keeping an eye on things. And it is something about that still fire. I'm seeing the Knight of Wands here more as the eagle, having that eagle ability to keep an eye on things from a higher perspective, to keep looking at things from a higher perspective and behaving like the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands has the interest of everyone in their heart. You know, they have an interest in this undertaking, working, not just themselves, but they stand in their power. That's what I'm seeing. Look how beautiful this Queen of Wands is. Standing in their power, trusting the cycles, and you too, trusting your cycles. When do I need to go in? When am I outgoing? When do I need to speak up? When do I need to meditate? Take a chill, just withdraw. But always I'm standing in my power as the Queen of Wands energy. And it doesn't matter if you're a fire sign or an earth sign or an air or whatever. That's the energy that you are working with, or that you're being guided to keep working with. And then just remember this, give with gratitude and grace. And I think that that is what this is. It's about you being committed to a situation that seemed impossible, and so much learning took place and so much change is happening. So I think you also need to pat yourself on the shoulder for all of that. Okay, beloved group 3, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that helps. Please share with me. Please, please, please. I'd love to know how that works for you, and you know, what it means in your life. You can WhatsApp me or give a comment on YouTube, like whatever. But let me know. I love hearing from you. And thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I said to group 4, and I'm going to say to you, I'm going to be sorting out my Facebook stuff. I found out that you can have gift vouchers there. So I'm going to get organized gift vouchers, but also I will keep doing tarot readings, but I'm going to do them on a donation basis, because I also feel people want to give, especially those people who've been walking on this journey with me, and I so appreciate you. And I really don't want anyone to feel excluded from a chat. I love doing them, by the way. I also get fooled by them. So if you want to chat, and if you can't afford, whatever you can afford is okay. Or if you want, you know what I'm saying. Okay, beloved group 3, thank you so much for being on this journey. Thank you for the love. And if you like this, please give me a thumbs up. Please comment. I'd love to hear your comments. And it would be really nice if other people see your comments, you know. Yeah, and tell others about the self also. Lots of love to you. Have a wonderful week ahead. Bye. Welcome back, group 4. You are, I'm reading I'm doing your reading first today, and that was your choice. Your cards are from I just never remember the sequence, the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. Okay, let's start. Let's see what guidance we have for you for the week ahead. Your cards are flying out today. And beneath the deck, you have the Two of Cups in reverse. And what I get from the Two of Cups in reverse is that there's, so I'm seeing lots of coins here. I meant to draw a card from the spirit animal, and I'll do that now. But I see this as maybe something to do with love. And it doesn't mean that the love's not there. It's that perhaps the love is hidden. It's not being made manifest, or in simple terms, there might be love around you, but either you are not aware of it, or you are keeping quiet about it, or someone's keeping quiet about it, or there's something that's blocking that. That's what I feel. But let's see from the Spirit Animal Oracle. Something for you, group 4. Let's see, beloved group 4. That card feels like Horse Spirit. Freedom is yours. That's lovely. Let's put it there. Let's see what we have for you. You have the Princess of Discs, the Ten of Wands, and the Hierophant. You know, I am seeing a lot of coins. You've got the 5 of coins, the 9 of coins, the Ace of coins. Lots of aces. You also have lots of 5s. I didn't mean to say that, but there's a 5 there. The Hierophant is a 5, and that's a 5. So let's see what comes up. So with the Princess of Discs, the 10 of Wands, and the Hierophant. So what I'm feeling is perhaps what path you are on. You know, this might be someone who's at a university, or someone who's in an institution, even a job, even like a formal workspace. It could be, it feels work related, but underlying is this issue of love. But there feels like there's a new opportunity or some kind of message. What I would say is, whatever opportunity comes to you could be from an institution. It could be you might be studying and you've been waiting for an offer. You could be in a work situation waiting for an offer. Some kind of new beginning, a type of offer. You know, pages are messengers, but they're also innocent. And the thing about the Page of Coins, given that it's coins, it's that it's like a solid offer. Possibly a solid offer has been made. And, you know, with this 10 of Wands in reverse, it suggests to me that it's a laying down of burdens. It's this offer. Perhaps this offer is coming, and it will free you financially, or at least help alleviate a burden. And with the Hierophant there, it does really feel like some kind of solid institution. like this offer might come from a solid space. Here's another thing, given that we have the Two of Cups, this is another possibility, is that this offer, an offer might come in or has come in from someone who loves you. Perhaps there's an offer of love. And with the Ten of Wands, it does suggest that it's a laying down of burdens, and with the Hierophant, it's a solid offer. Whatever this offer is solid. That's what it feels like. However, we have the Five of Coins. We do have a mixed bag, right? Eight of Cups in reverse. You know, like I said earlier, it doesn't feel to me like there's a lack of love. It's about, this feels like a journey of self-love. If it's a partnership, two people, then that both parties have been learning self-love. If it's about work, your journey, whatever your Ten of Wands has been, your hardship, it's been about teaching you self-love and independence. That's what I think. So I'm seeing you have the Five of Discs in the reverse, and I think that's a good sign. You know, these fives here are constructive. The constructive five is upright. Those that might be negative are in reverse. So this tells me that you're moving out of the space of feeling quite alone, like stuck in that cave or whatever it is. There's a coin being offered, but you've been holding back, something like that. Perhaps it's a change of fortune. Perhaps something is changing drastically in terms of money. You know, sometimes if we bring the love in, sometimes the love, money gets in the way of a relationship working out. That's a possibility. And now it feels like that's all changing. But you've been learning independence, real, true independence. And independence is not just financial. It does talk mainly about financial, but I feel it's much more than that. It's much deeper than that. It's self-awareness, that kind of independence, which is an ongoing journey. But the fact that you've started that journey looking inward and learning the self-love, learning to pour love first into you. You know, when I see the Ace of Cups reversed, sometimes I see it as pouring into the self, you know. It could also speak about a relationship that had hardships. But it's beneath the Hierophant, and it's next to that Nine of Coins. So there's something also constructive about it. Perhaps it was not that relationship's time. Even in work, perhaps it wasn't the time for that job, you know. This feels like a divine timing kind of thing. And I'm just going to bring in this horse spirit. Freedom is yours. You know, freedom can be so many things. You know, freedom can look like a trap to some. Freedom can be finding the love of your life. Freedom can be finding a job that makes you feel secure. You know how we can have freedom to roam if we feel secure. I mean, that comes in terms of abundance for one, but also psychologically. Freedom it can be a psychological thing, you know, like because I feel secure in my job, or secure in this relationship, or secure in with my new home, or whatever the case might be. Now I have freedom to explore different facets of my life, or whatever the case might be. That's the feeling I'm getting here. Group 4, how lovely. And then you have the Ace of Discs in the reverse, Five of Cups, and the Magician. So you've got two ones here, very powerful one. Let me look at the Ace of Coins in reverse first. So with the Ace of Coins in reverse, so there's definitely been this backwards and forwards with money and how you feel about money. I think that with two aces in reverse, and I'm going to get a clarifier for the aces. Where's my deck? I'm going to use okay. But I think that this might be advice about keeping your mind open to the offers that come. Because there's definitely this, feels like this new beginning is there waiting. Now, You have the Five of Cups with the Ace of Coins, which to me might suggest that perhaps offers in the past you weren't ready for. And now, because you're letting go of this, looking at things, looking at those sport cups instead of the standing cups. There's the eye, all your eyes looking in. But your eyes, your internal eyes, have been looking at the sport cups and not seeing the standing cups, which are these lovers, the Two of Cups. Very interesting. And it's almost like you've been refusing to see, which is weird because the cups are right there. You are the one taking the bath. The cups are there. You know they are there. It's like you know that there's love there, but you've been looking towards the past. You've been looking at what didn't work. And I think that perhaps you are turning a corner in that regard. Maybe you or a partner or someone, even if it's work or say a student kind of situation, perhaps you have been in a situation or you have felt hard done by, and perhaps rightly so, but there are things in the past that have hurt you, even if you are a student. But with all of that, there's always the learning. There's always the Two Cups, that partnership thing. And sometimes that partnership can be integration within the self of different aspects, maybe two aspects of yourself. Maybe it could be, let's just take the university scenario. Perhaps you were too head. And whatever you're doing requires a little bit more heart, and maybe that's what's been happening in this time where there's been a problem. You've been learning the hard stuff, to be more gentle on yourself and on others, maybe. And that can apply to a relationship too. That can apply to a job that you've maybe been in this negative space, feeling like the outsider. And so your energy hasn't been aligned with this new beginning. And so you've been inclined to look away at the offers that were there, or you were not ready for them. And now you're starting to turn this around. You're starting to see the possibilities. You're starting to see the Two Cups that are on offer, the integration of two aspects of yourself. You're starting to see the possibilities of a relationship. You're starting to see or even find out what, this horse, oh my gosh, I've just seen something that is very special to me, and I'll share it with you now. You're starting to see, even if it's a work situation, you're starting to see this right space. It's like everything that came before was leading you here, and it's making you feel the sense of freedom, or the advice is to open yourself up to the sense of freedom. And recently I was thinking about freedom. I was thinking of one of the sayings. I used to collect sayings as a girl. I had books and books that I collect these sayings, and one of those was, iron bars do not a prison. Iron bars do not a prison. No, stone walls do not a prison make, nor iron bars a cage. And I thought that is so beautiful, that the freedom here that we're speaking about is freedom in the mind. It's our perceptions. And this is my card, my number 33. It as a non-Christian or person that's left Christianity, people are surprised to know that my guide, one of the guides, the people that are considered to be my guides, like when I sit and do my tarot, when I meditate, I always call on the energy of Jesus, because I happen to feel that energy very closely to me. And to me, that 33 is the energy of Jesus. It's the Jesus number. I believe Jesus died, or is said to have died at 33. I call on that energy. So this is a very special energy here. Very special. It could even relate to these two cups, that if this is a relationship, this is a very divine relationship. It's a maybe not easy relationship, but it's a divine one. And there's something about freedom related to this relationship, if it is about relationship, and there's something to do with freedom as well, whether it's work or whatever the situation is. Very beautiful group 4. Oh, I'm loving my Spellcasters Tarot right now. They're not my newest, but the energy's staying with me for some reason right now. I'm really loving them. Really loving them. So I just want to get, first I want to get a one clarifier for the 2 aces. What is their role in this reading? So you get the death card in reverse. So it's almost like you haven't been wanting to let go of something, that you haven't wanted to let go of an emotion that hurt you, of maybe a slight a feeling of not having. You haven't wanted to let go of that, and I think that's why those 2 aces are showing. My goodness, how can I leave out the Magician? Because this is your powerful card. This is the card that's saying, wow, and you have, it's almost like, I think that the Princess of Coins is offering you this really new lease on life, where you will see things shifting. You're going to start seeing the Magician within yourself, the ability to make something really that might have felt like no hope. So perhaps you've been out of work for so long. Perhaps you've been struggling to get into university. Perhaps there's a relationship that didn't work out, and it feels to me like a real new beginning in this particular area, where you will feel and realize your power, your not power over, but your power within, your ability to make change, your ability to create, your ability to ground whatever you need to ground. Own this feeling of the Magician, because in this situation, whatever you're dealing with right now, I think you need to own the co-creation power that you have. That is you and spirit, you and the energy that you work with, you and your guides, you and your ancestors working in tandem, that you have like an equal say. You are doing that dance now in this situation, and you need to just really to own that. I think it's beautiful, group 1. Let's see. The Fool in reverse. Don't be afraid to take your leaps of faith. The Justice card. You've got 3 major arcana in the reverse. Okay, so you've got these 3: Justice, the Fool, and Death. Death we've used to clarify the aces. But you get the Fool and Justice, about finding balance and about leaps, taking those leaps of faith. You know, the Fool might be cautioning you not to be reckless right now, and also to be patient towards this, whatever this new venture is, whatever this new thing that's coming in, it will require, you know, the Fool is innocent and maybe a little bit foolhardy. Look at that, jumping off, and it requires trust. But I think your trust is coming from your belief in your ability to co-create and listen, and that the justice, the making these things solid, trust in it being a slow process, that it's not something that you, it's not a jumping off the cliff kind of situation, but a more mature, you know, especially with the Hierophant there, it's a more mature approach that you need. So you get the King of Cups, and you get this yet another 5. So there's huge change taking place. I think that whatever's coming in, this, it's emotionally satisfying. 2 of Cups. Yes, in the reverse there. It's okay. Here's what I'm getting. There's your 2 of Cups there in the reverse. Here's your 2 pillars in the reverse. There's another 2 pillars upright. There's your new beginning upright, right? The cautions here are these things are changing. The fives are all positive, all change. This one's also positive because it's this card of you working against yourself, and it's in the reverse. It's almost like that's what you've been doing. You've been learning these lessons of not seeing yourself as the outsider, of seeing the possibilities within situations that have appeared bleak. They might have been bleak in the past, but there was learning to happen in order for them to become maybe this. And this is the card of Libra, by the way. Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, and okay, and then the King of Cups, it's for me, whatever this is, whether it's work, whether it's studies, whether it's love, it's whatever's coming to you is, it feels like it's emotionally fulfilling with the King of Cups there, and emotionally mature. Perhaps you needed to grow emotionally, perhaps another needed to grow emotionally, perhaps a job you needed to be in the right space emotionally for that job to come to you, right? So I feel like there's been a lot of growth, whether it's by you, but also another, by you and the circumstances, or by you to suit the circumstances. And I think that's really lovely. You know, the thing came out, the Emperor came out in reverse, and I didn't feel it, but I would say this about the Emperor in reverse is maybe there's maybe you have been your biggest bully, holding yourself back in a way, but that's fine. That's in the past, and you've been doing all this learning now. So let's just get 3 more cards for advice. I always put these in the upright. You get the King of Wands, the 7 of Cups, you get 4. The 10 of Wands again, which is that, and the Page of Cups. Okay, so some stability with yet another King. So that's passion. So it feels like so emotional stability in this and fulfillment, but perhaps your energy, the King of Wands, which is also the Magician, you need to go in there with a strong sense of self-belief. You need to trust that you've got this. Whatever this situation is, you've got this. And if you feel overwhelmed, just remind yourself you can put those burdens down. Whatever you're working on, just stop, put them down, have a rest, smell the roses, gather your strength so that you can carry them more. Because I don't feel like they are your building blocks in a way. I'm getting this feeling, right? Don't let your creations, your love, your work, your studies, don't let them become so overwhelming that you are not able to see the next steps. You know, maybe in a way, don't take on too much if it's work. Don't think I can do it all. Or if, and you know, the 7 of Cups is echoing that in a way. Don't try to be all things to all people. Studies, work, relationship, very important. Take a break when you need it from the relationship, from work, from your studies. Take an emotional break, or a mind break with the freedom. Take a break where you can go and sit by the sea, or imagine the sea, the ocean, or sit with a friend, or share the burden. Work situation, I'm not coping, I need help with this is too much on my plate. Nothing wrong with saying that. Or I need a break so that I can have renewed strength to carry on. If it's you working on your own with your projects, maybe you're studying, break them down into smaller size chunks. You know what I'm seeing here is the wheelbarrow, right? This dude is not using the wheelbarrow. That's really interesting. So it's like saying, what are the resources you have to make your burdens lighter? Does it mean you need to plan more? Right? Does it mean you need to break your work up into chunks? In a relationship, does it mean you need to slowly break down the barriers? Because relationships can have barriers that are external. You know, could be religion, it could be any different value systems. It could be very different people. It could be so many barriers. It could be a lack of communication. It could be one feeling more burdened because they are the breadwinner or the one responsible for the children. Or think about what those barriers are. What are those heavy loads? And mentally, with the freedom of the horse, put them down and isolate them and look at how you can deal with them one by one. You can still carry all those things. And by the way, this is the other thing I wanted to say about the burdens. They can be burdens, but they are also the fruits of your labor. They are the possible outcomes, because those are probably building a house or a shelter or whatever. That's a metaphor, right? But whatever seems like your burdens might just be your learning, might just be your growing, might be the starts of new creations, you know? But if we find ways of lessening the burden, finding the tools to carry them properly, carry them in ways that we can manage, then we can see them as the fruits, as the potential fruits, as the beauty that they can potentially can be, you know? So there's something for you to think about in your context in that regard, beloveds. I think it's so beautiful. One, I think, is this taking this confidence, being the Knight of Wands, the energy of the masculine energy of Wands, strong and confident and secure and feet on the ground and initiator and forward thinker and taking things on, you know. But in order to do that, being aware enough to know what the burdens are and how you can break them down. What are the resources around that can make these less burdensome, make the carrying of them, because it's like they are there for you. It's like you are meant to carry these, but you're not able to see the resources to help you carry them. Do you know? It's like being very busy. Just as an example, and sorry, this is going to be a longish. Let's say me as a mum. So I'm a mum. I'm working. I'm doing Self or Soul. I do these readings, and I'm homeschooling my son. I'm not trying to appear to be superhuman, but what I'm saying is that I might every now and then get overwhelmed by that. And if I look at my resources, it can be one, saying I need help. Someone please help me. And, you know, and I have people around me to help me. That's in fact why I can do it. Or it's the fact that I meditate. And that's what I wanted to talk about, that meditation. I'm not saying that's your solution. It might be, you might be amazing. You do that, or your journal or whatever. But what are the tools that make you have a break, a mental break? Whatever they are, you need to be looking at them now and harnessing them. And then, and then we have these two cups, right? I feel that the Page of Cups is saying, have a playful approach. Don't get too serious. Have a playful approach. That's what I'm seeing there. And then the Seven of Cups is that discernment about, and I think it comes back to this. I almost feel like the Judgment card here. Judgment as in taking stock, not in judging, taking stock. It's like being discerning about when to do what. Being discerning about when there's strain on the relationship, when there's strain on yourself. When are you doing too much? When do you need to take a break? And what are the resources available to you? And I think that's what the Seven of Cups is saying to you, beloved group 4. And I'm going to leave it there. And I think that's a really powerful reading. And just invite you, chat with me. We can even just have a chat. I'd love to know how this is working out for you. And I send you lots of love, group 4. I'm really happy for this beautiful reading, which to me talks about progress. Lots of love to you. Bye.